Am I the asshole for yelling at my 16-year-old for not doing basic needs? I don't know what this one means, and I'm ready to get into it. I, male 46, have 4 kids, one of which that doesn't live with us anymore, and 3 others that live with me and my wife. My youngest, female 16, has always... Ooh, fucking me, dude. Has always been a burden. When I first started dating my wife... Yeah, wow is fucking right. When I first started dating my wife, she has always been messy and unclean. She... Wait, what? Automatic asshole, straight red card, honestly. Also, what are you... I'm guessing that he has a second wife. Because this is very confusing to read. There has to be a second wife involved who is not the mother. Wait, I'm so confused. When I first started dating my wife, she has always been messy and unclean. It's bad grammar. He's talking about the 16-year-old. He's dating a 16-year-old? No! Automatic asshole! Red flag! Get him off the field! God! Sir, you can't do that! Disgusting! She doesn't take care of her room and that she shares with her sister. And she doesn't clean her clothes. She doesn't brush her teeth, nor take a shower often. All she does is sit in her room and play games, only coming out when her mother arrives home to greet her. Just now I was about to shower and saw on the carpet that the cat has pooped. I went to their room and asked my youngest to clean it, but her sister came out instead. Wait, what? This fucking girl, she never does anything. She fucking barely takes care of herself. Like, I was walking in the bathroom and I saw the cat had taken a shit on the floor. So I turned around and left the bathroom and went in her room and was like, hey, yo, what the fuck? The cat shit on the floor and you haven't even cleaned it up. Fucking what? This guy's a fucking crazy person. I asked my youngest to clean it, so naturally I barged into her room and yelled at her for sending her sister to clean it. Why don't you just clean it, dude? You found it. She yelled back saying I need to specify who she's talking to because clearly me walking in wasn't enough. She then started yelling because I barged in without knocking. This is my house. I can barge into any door I wish. I told her I shouldn't have to specify who I'm talking to because she clearly heard my voice saying to clean it and should have gotten up and went regardless if I wasn't talking to her. I like to note, before I was with my wife, her children had come out of foster care. Their mother, my wife, were doping drugs and had to be taken. What the fuck is happening in this post? I think this guy is doping drugs, to be honest. Because not a single sentence has been coherent. And not in the way that, like, you know, when you're reading someone whose her first language clearly isn't English, and it's, like, semi-incoherent, and you're like, okay, well, English isn't their first language, I understand that. This guy's just, like, rambling like a madman. I'd like to note, before I was with my wife, her children had come out of foster care. Their mother, my wife, was doping drugs and had to be taken. When I first came, like I said... Whoa. When I first came, like I said in the beginning, she was unclean and never had ability to take care of herself. My youngest is a brat from ACT, and I'm done with her attitude. I took her electronics and grounded her for 2 months for this selfish behavior. Yo, you're a fucking animal. You should be caged up and dropped in the ocean. You are so far from being an asshole. You're a fucking other astral body than this planet. Are you an asshole? No, you've elevated beyond such a point. You're a rambling lunatic. I hope your daughter gets away from you and never speaks to you again. Like, fucking hell. This child doesn't know how to take care of themselves because of the neglect I'll tell you about I'll tell you about now. She's selfish for not just knowing. Yeah. Also, like, I like how he's like, well, my wife, they had to be put in foster care because my wife was doing drugs. Okay, where were you? That's the part he's leaving out. Why they had to go to foster care instead of being put in his custody. Eventually, they got to his custody. I think he's a stepdad. It's hard to say. Is that what he means? Because he says before I was around. Maybe? So, in the timeline, so none of, so he has 4 kids, but none of them are biologically his kids? That's fine. Okay, I can parse that. So, his wife had, so his wife had the children, started doping drugs, lost the children, assumedly stopped doping the drugs, and then got the children back, then started dating this monster of a man. Honestly, she should not have gotten the children back. That was big oversight. Because they've put the children back into a house with a very dangerous human being. This man's unhinged. Holy shit. Honestly, yo, Reddit's back at it again with another fucking slam dunk. You're an asshole for saying your child is always a burden. I stopped reading there. None of this matters because they will cut you out of their life in 4 years' time. So just ride it out, buddy. You'll be free from your burden soon enough. Yep, I immediately thought abusive step-parent. No one says that about their biological child. I ended up reading the rest, and blurp, sounds like he's a real charmer. I don't even know why that lady is with him. It doesn't sound like he even respects her, let alone her children. Imagine being a company and having your post promoted under him. I'm the asshole for abusing my child. So fucking true, though. Give me 1 second. Oh my god. Sarah, don't text me that. That made me sad. How fucking dare you do that while I'm streaming? Oh my god. Apocalypse and make it Reddit. This poor girl is called a burden. I really hope that someday she's able to recover the damage that she... Yeah, I also like how... He's like... She can't clean after herself. She can't take care of herself. She doesn't, like, do anything. She just sits in her room all day and, like, plays video games. She doesn't shower. She doesn't brush her teeth. Like, I don't fucking get it, this fucking worthless kid. Yeah, I wonder why she has mental illness issues and, doesn't want to be around you ever. It seems like you're a great dad. It seems like you're a real winner yourself. I wonder why she's very clearly upset that she's living there. I like that this one starts ominously like a wizard speech. Your post is very revealing in ways I expect you do not foresee. You acknowledge that your wife, the mother of the 4 children, was abusing drugs and the children were in foster care. Think about that for a minute, and think about how traumatic and damaging that experience would have been for the children. And please know that an experience like this would have collateral damage that could take years to undo, if it's even possible. Children are resilient, yes, but they do so by utilizing coping mechanisms that may manifest as negative things to those who are not privy to the experience. I'm doing a monologue. How dare you? In the middle of the wizard speech. I gotta find my place. Thanks, Haley. Children are resilient, yes, but they do so by utilizing coping mechanisms that may manifest as negative things to those who are not privy to the experience, and do not attempt to even understand or consider all that they have been through. For example, the self-isolation could be a result of this. It's wizard time, motherfucker. Absolute fireball! Burp, 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 burp. Further, the lack of hygiene you describe could be a direct result from learned behaviors in the home she has lived in. You seem to have absolutely no sympathy, and mention the child's experiences almost a side note of their lives. And then, you say all these things that are truly revealing about you. 1. Has always been a burden? 2. So naturally I barged in her room and yelled at her for sending her sister to clean it. 3. This is my house and I can barge in any door I wish. 4. My youngest is a brat from this act and I'm done with her attitude. You say these things to absolute strangers about your child. And honestly, by the end of the reading of your post, I was surprised that you would even call her yours. I would imagine in the heat of the moment you say these things, and worse, to your daughter. You subscribe to the my house, my way line of thinking, and sound as if you judge. Jump to screaming, expect immediate compliance and respect, and there's hell to pay if this does not happen. I imagine from your own words that you are a very negative, disappointed, unfun person to be around. And here's the deal. You have the advantage of a fully developed brain in which your brain matter can, if you've not been abusing substances, 100% reason and think through cause-effect relationships with ease. This does not happen until age 26 for most. And if childhood trauma occurs, there could be lingering issues that even a fully developed brain cannot solve. Have some sympathy, understanding of what these children might have been through. Parent through love, kindness, and empathy, not judgment, hostility, and threats. Your youngest daughter is there for 2 years. And you only have that much time to turn around this relationship or you will lose her forever. She will not want to spend time with you. And one day, you will desperately wish that she did. I want this to come out of an anime protag speech while beating a season finale boss. Me too. That is a fucking monologue. Fucking any theater students in chat need a monologue? I got one for you. Just chiming in on your comment to add that being unable to perform personal care is sometimes an indication that the person has experienced sexual trauma. Foster care and drug addicts, addicted parents are common precursor to a child being SA'd. OP barges into a room without knocking. That's got to be a trauma she's reliving constantly. Yeah, and like, there are certainly other reasons that she's not taking care of herself. Like, that is indicative of a lot of different trauma responses and a lot of different mental illnesses. But also, yes. Also, like, that happens a lot in foster care because, you know, the world we live in is a horrific nightmare that we're all forced to constantly deal with. And then we go, fireball! Burp, 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 burp. burp, 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 burp. And that makes it a little better for like a moment, but then we're in hell world again. So, maybe don't be an absolute monster to your stepchildren about it. That's all I'm saying.
Shouldn't be an absolute monster to any children about anything.
True. So based. So wise. I think he's the asshole. You know what, Natalia? I think you might be right. And I think that might be a good enough time to move on. Because I can't imagine there's any comments here that are supporting this guy. Yeah. Even in controversial comments, nobody is supporting this piece of shit. We're moving on to the last one. It's the final Reddit post. Ooh. This one seems like it could be fun. Reddit, the final post. One can dream. Let's take bets now, chat. Let's take bets now. Am I the asshole for getting my girlfriend the wrong Christmas gift? What could it mean? What could it possibly mean? How horrific is the actual post? Because usually, when the post title is like something like am I the asshole for beating my mother to death? You read the post and you go, wow, you were not the asshole, surprisingly. But anytime it's like kind of vague or like on the fence of whether or not, it's usually the most horrific thing you've ever read. Like the last one. The last one was like, am I the asshole for being upset that my daughter doesn't take care of herself better? And then he starts off being like, she's a piece of shit. She's the worst piece of fucking garbage I've ever met. Yeah, she's a child. I get that, but she's also garbage. And I hope she dies. So, I'm not going into this one with high hopes. Christmas was a few weeks ago, but I'm still getting shit for this. Throw away from my anonymity. Me, 29 male, and my girlfriend, 25 female, recently... This is how I'm saying this from now on. So, me, 29 male, and my girlfriend recently Christmas together. When me and my wife Christmas together this year, we went up to Canada, and that was great. I really, really like Christmasing in Canada. I would suggest, if you're able, you should travel when you and your significant other Christmas together. We've been together for 2 years, but this is the first time we've celebrated together. We both decided to exchange lists, and we got a couple things from the list to keep up with the surprise of it all. That seems pretty common, pretty ideal situation for gift giving to a partner. My girlfriend's list was very descriptive. A couple of the items were NARS foundation with her color, Lash bath bombs, and Puma running shoes. Just name a few. I was happy to get her these things. But I didn't. And still don't get the obsession with the brands. He's about to call this girl He's about to call this fucking girl brand obsessed for knowing what kind of running shoes she likes. Let's fucking go! For Christmas, I did most of the shopping at Target for everyone, not just her. They didn't have a lot of the specific brand she wanted, but I got her what I found and what I thought she would like. God forbid. You know what they say, chat. You know what they say. For your safety, never go to a second location. This guy's just being safe, okay? Don't judge him. He's just following the rules to stay alive. I got her a bottle of foundation in her color. It was from the brand Wet n Wild. once once you specify Puma running shoes, you got to get it right. Have you considered that you could get a pair of, you could run on down the Walmart and for fucking $20 get a pair of best yet running shoes? They have no arch support and the insoles are made of cardboard, but fucking it's the same fucking thing, okay? I don't want to hear none of this fucking capitalist, idealist fucking, oh, they gotta be Pumas because the best yet shoes you buy for $20 at Walmart can't technically or legally be advertised as shoes because they fall apart when it rains. Fucking capitalist pig dog. Get out of here. Like, Amazon sucks, but it, like, exists. Yeah, you didn't even... I like to think, okay, my headcanon, and we'll reserve headcanons for... they're not admissible in court. We've decided this. We're not... but it exists, right? So my headcanon is this is Christmas Eve. He is at Target at 9 p.m. on Christmas Eve. Sarah, thank you for the hydrate. I will drink water. Oh, I needed that. This is fucking Christmas Eve a gazillion %. I got her a big bag of Dr. Teal's bath bombs, which I know are a good brand since I use the salts often. I also got her a pair of running shoes. I can't remember the brand name, but they looked fine to me and were in her size. This motherfucker confirmed got the best yet running shoes. Holy shit. I too shop no earlier than December 23rd. Fucking hell. I also got her a couple things, but I listed these to save time. On Christmas Day, she seemed a bit confused opening the presents, but thanked me nonetheless. He really hit her with the... Grandma, can I have an Xbox? And then the grandma shows up Christmas morning with a fucking plug-and-play joystick game console that's shaped like SpongeBob SquarePants' fucking head. And goes, I thought this was an Xbox! But with running shoes. He did that, but with running shoes. That's incredible. I love this fucking idiot. He's definitely the asshole. Don't get me wrong, but I love this fucking dumbass piece of shit. Later that night, she asked if I had trouble reading her handwriting or if I was confused about the list. I picked up on her talking about the brands, and I told her I don't think we should buy brands just for the name, rather the quality and price of the products. Fucking gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss, this guy. Hey, I asked for Puma running shoes, and you got me a cardboard box full of razor blades. Well, I'm just not so obsessed with commercialism, babe. Maybe think about it. Since the products are cheaper and she got more bang for her buck, like with the bath bombs, I didn't see an issue. The price I paid for a whole bag would have gotten me one from the company she wanted me to buy from. She gotta get, because this is where you really want to cut your budget. This is where you really want to cut your budget, and you really want to rub it in when you do that. When you're like, well, yeah, I could have gotten you what you wanted, but I saved so much money on your presents. Like, I had to pay almost nothing for your Christmas gifts. I'm waiting for you to say thank you. Very financially responsible of you to buy me the we have bath bombs at home version of what I actually wanted. She got a bit cold, and after that said next year we just shouldn't do lists. since I don't want to get her what she wanted. We argued for a bit more and more or less dropped the issue after a couple of days. Holy shit. However, I'm still getting a comment or two from her that I was wondering if I was wrong. Of course you are! You fucking idiot! Listen, New Balances and Puma are both shoes when you think about it. Hey, listen. Pumas, flip-flops I've made out of cardboard and duct tape, they both cover your feet. If you think about it, it's the same thing. But the cardboard I can locally source from the side of the road, and the duct tape I have anyway. So, babe, I spent nothing on your gift. You're welcome. Fucking capitalist pig. I hate this guy. I hate this guy so much. He's definitely the asshole, but I kind of love to hate him, you know? It's just, he's one of those guys that's so fucking stupid, you love to hate him. Like, this isn't like finance, bro, right? I 100% believe that this guy is so incompetent, he doesn't know what he did wrong. Like, this is the type of dude who, like, you ask him for these shoes, and he shows up with, like, flip-flops from that fucking dollar bin at Walmart, and is like, I don't understand why you're mad. I've completed the project. You told me you wanted shoes, I got you shoes. That seems like a you problem. He's gotta just be that dumb. So, like, obviously, he's the asshole. Obviously, he's the asshole. Let's see what the comments say. You're the asshole. You're too old not to know why this is a problem. Yo. Relevant Jack White had to make an analogy relating this back to graphics cards because he thought other Redditors wouldn't understand it. He thought that OP wouldn't get it. So he brought it to video cards. I love Reddit sometimes. It's the same thing. You know what? This guy, Reddit, I love to hate them. He asked for an RTX 3080, so I got him some kind of video card, and he asked for a specific Irish whiskey, so I got him some Jack Daniels. They're fundamentally not the same thing. Puma running shoes have a specific feel and shape that many women are saying this, chat. Many women are saying this. Puma running shoes feel good on our little feetsies. Many women are saying this. It's not just me. Many women are saying this. Puma running shoes, great on my little tootsies. As a woman, Puma shoes are very... I'm vindicated. I'm vindicated. Many women are saying this in chat. Not for the brand, but for the feel. Makeup foundations are going to have vastly different performance and color from brand to brand. Yeah, I like how he just, like, decided that all makeup and all bath bombs are the same. Like they're interchangeable. And honestly, even if the brand names and substitute were interchangeable, maybe just respect that your partner has certain interests and preferences, even if you don't get it. Have you considered that would mean he'd have to go to more than one store on Christmas Eve when he did all of his shopping? Hello? Hello? What is he supposed to go to 2 places? Are you insane? Man can barely put his fucking shoes on. Man's working with fucking slip-ons because he cannot tie those motherfuckers. The technology's beyond him. You can't expect him to go to 2 stores. Heck, she might have even had an allergy or sensitive skin. I have to be very careful with makeup or my skin goes nuts. Yeah, because obviously, like, these are things you put directly on your skin that have wildly different chemical compositions. And I don't expect him to be able to say the word. I don't expect this dude to say the word chemical composition. I think it's beyond him. But, like, God. And shoes are a very big deal. Hubby taught me that. Using the wrong kind of shoe insert will cause pain from my back to my feet. Yeah, of course. Of course the shoe is important. I think that's it. Because like, I can't imagine somebody's going to be like, "No, you were right. That your woman is a capitalist pig. And she's brainwashed by American decadence." Puma shoe. Fucking Puma shoe, NAR foundation, Lush bath bomb. Back in the motherland, we just get a rock of salt this big and put it in the bath. Done! That's because we were innovators. Something you capitalist pig dog would never understand. This guy's just started listing stuff. Nintendo. They like how many people are like, "Oh fuck, Redditors don't know makeup or shoes because they don't go outside, and they're 90% men." It's like if you wanted a PlayStation and you got a Nintendo. Boo! We hate Nintendo. It's like if your mommy brought you your chicken tendies and she brought a Pepsi instead of a Coke. Ooh, we hate that. Domino's instead of Poppy Johnny's. Ooh! I love it so much. They just don't know how to relate to human beings in a fundamental way without bringing it to something they understand. I love that for them. Okay, so obviously that guy's an asshole. Done. I will be right back. I'm going to take a quick 5. Listen, if I want Papa John's and someone got me Domino's, I'm fighting. Listen, I understand it. I'm not saying I don't understand it, right? I'm saying that, like, they can't comprehend anything that's not one of the 8 things they know. Like, I understand. But oh my god, Redditors are incredible beings. It's just I don't know how to relate to this. Now, could you replace this with an RTX 3080? Because then maybe I'd get it. Could you replace this with Papa John's and Domino's? Because then I'd get it.